Welcome back to Ramblings of a Mad Guy. After another of our infamous brief hiatuses, hiati, we're back. We're ready for action. We're raring to go. I think Jake's gonna lead us in with something to lift the spirits today, right, Jake?
He's doing Silent Night rock.
Oh yes, he needed a rock.
I'm nervous.
He needed
Get
a
it.
rock one. This is
Silent night, holy night. All is gold and all is bright. On young virgin, father and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Take off his head, stretch round, young man, mother and child.
Mother and child. Alright, that was epic. I would probably watch that 6 times.
Yeah, that's the part I watched over and over. And the other one was just like, honestly, I thought was good. Like, on the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. It's been in my head.
I mean, I don't know if I would. I don't know if that would get stuck in my head. I don't know if I'd go back to that one per se. But
First
this,
day, Silent Night.
rip off his head.
Take off his head.
Take off his head. You could see the look of like fear in Rhett's eyes, or whichever the blonde one is. Like the children. Like when he started ripping up Santa.
It's also probably part of their like permanent December set that he's just destroying.
Yeah, exactly. Literally.
Like the interns are gonna have to go get another Santa for sure.
Yeah, dick move, Jack Black. No, but it's cool. I did enjoy that. It's that rendition of Silent Night. Very metal. Very
So hard to.
metal Christmas, metal Santa. Well, should I send you a text of what this guy looked like that ambushed me outside of the grocery store?
Definitely.
And I can put the image on the screen, but I think it'll be helpful for you so that you can also help me describe him for those uninitiated. People who haven't heard of the infamous, the tyrannical, the too hot for his to handle, white boy Snoop Dogg, white boy Snoop Dogg. How did I meet white boy Snoop Dogg? You might wonder. Was it at a photo shoot, or at the drop
Concert.
of a new album, or a concert? No, it was in an alley behind the Ralph's. And I just hear, and to be fair, I mean, Jake, what does this guy look like? He looks like white boy Snoop Dogg in a way, but more like Armenian Snoop Dogg sort of.
Yeah.
Still white, probably.
He does kind of look like Snoop Dogg, actually.
But he's this very
He
tall.
looks like skinny.
Yeah, he's tall, lanky, skinny guy. Sort of looks like a mole, like a muskrat in a way.
Hmm.
Does that track with you? And sort of got these like
Wait,
he had
what's
these
he
like
doing?
viper eyes. Like I was looking at his eyes the more he talked about like when he was trying to sell me on like that Cash app like transaction. I noticed he had these like sort of like serpentine eyes, you know.
Kind of does, yeah.
Maybe in some of his Instagram. He has 2 Instagrams. One of them is White Boy Snoop Dogg. The other one is Tsunami. Wait, I gotta find this. Tsunami Drip King. And basically, I'm like walking from Rouse with my grocery bags, and I just hear like, "Hey man, you got 25 cents? You got a quarter?" And I'm like, a quarter is not too much to ask, right? So I'm like, I'm like patting my pants. I'm like, oh, maybe, man, maybe. And I look at my wallet. I would give him like $1 or $5 if he needed it, you know, if I had it in my wallet. But I didn't have anything in my wallet. And I'm like, oh no, sorry, man. Like I ain't got nothing. And he's like, "Oh, really? Not even like a quarter?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Cause I'm really trying to make it to the Bob Marley experience." And I'm like, the what? The You need a quarter? Usually you expect, like, when you're asked for a quarter on the street, it's for either drugs or alcohol or food, right? Or any other sort of living expense. But this guy's just trying to scrounge together his last quarter to go to the Bob Marley experience, which is like, I guess, some sort of exhibit in Hollywood, um, about Bob Marley. you know?
Yeah, so when you told me this first, my first thought was Bob Marley's dead, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's he's not gonna be going to meet Bob Marley. And they told me some bullshit story about how he was like opening a dispensary some at one point, or like he was working at the opening of a dispensary, and then he got on the bus with Bob Marley's kid and like a bunch of people on 420. And so he kept name dropping. He was like hanging out with Bob Marley's kid. He's hanging out with Shaq's kid, and he was showing me pictures of all these like children of famous people he's hanging out with. This is like his mo. He like that's like his brand is like I hang out with. That literally, if we look on his Instagram, dude, and the funny thing is, he looked up his Instagram and he started liking all the photos, like from my phone. I like, gave him my phone or whatever, and he started liking all his own photos. But it was all photos of him like hanging out with, like in the background of shots, like literally like a phone camera picture of a TV of him sitting behind like Kobe Bryant at the ESPYS or something. You know, like a bunch of like random. So White Boy Snoop Dogg, that's like his brand. He hangs out with famous people, and he needed 25 cents. What's that?
He's like more so he's adjacent to famous people
Yeah,
physically.
yeah. He's a master at sort of like positioning himself about 2 or 3 rows behind famous people in in pictures.
Probably what he's doing at the Bob Marley experience.
I think that's what he was going for. Maybe to run into his pal Julian Marley, who was telling me is like the youngest of Bob Marley's 8 children or something. I don't know. He had this whole story. I mean, when I say he trapped me for like a half hour, I could have left at any time, but I was not. If I were a strong romantic, I'm a weak man. So so anyway, he's like, yeah, man, because like the Bob Marley concert or like the Bob Marley experience, it's $80, and I got the $80. Like I have $80 in my bank account in my like Visa, but then it charged me like this 59-cent fee because it's I have to do the thing online, and I'm like, oh shit, man, yeah, I hate those fees, you know, like I hate like, but in my head I'm like, should you be spending your very last $80?
That fee, yeah. When the fee puts me over the edge of my entire life savings when I'm gonna go to a concert.
Well, it's not even a concert. It's like some sort of museum exhibit. That's
Yeah.
the other thing. It's like, it's not like it's not gonna be some like life-changing experience. It's gonna be a concert. So then anyway, or not but whatever. So it's gonna be a museum exhibit. And then he goes, um, yeah, I don't know why he even offered this information. He goes, yeah, man, like, could have been $10 or $20 for the cheaper ticket where you just get to like go and do the thing, but I think it's really worth for this like I'm doing the VIP pass. Like I think that's really worth it. He literally said, I think that's really worth it. And then he started describing what you get with the VIP pass, and it's literally a pin, like
Like I was at the Bob Marley experience.
literally like a decorative pin, like a $5, if not much less, and then a poster that's like exclusive to the event of the Bob Marley experience, a poster, and then some vinyl record, which I guess could be cool, but not probably worth the remaining $70 cost.
Right. Not worth like.
He's
That's
like,
like if you think about it like equivalently, that's like somebody spending like their last 50 grand to
yeah,
go see some exhibit.
yeah, to go like fly to the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa before they died or something. But this guy just needed to get to Hollywood. He needed 20. He kept asking me for a quarter, but he needed 59 cents. So I think there might have been a couple of wires crossed at a certain point. But then I started to like back away. At first, it was kind of entertaining, like this lifestyle of like basically popping up in like pictures behind people. Like that seems like what he was sort of chasing, even at the Bob Marley event, you know. Like he's some sort of like poltergeist of like the Staples Center. It was all at like basketball games and shit, you know. Like so, you know, he's just like spending his last like $200 all the time on like retarded basketball seat tickets, you know, like to
At
sit
least
behind.
200. The Staples Center, like third row back. That's
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
expensive.
yeah. It's more. I mean, I don't know what his deal is. The other thing is he was missing his two front teeth, so it made it hard to trust him when he was like, "Hey, man, you could give me the money like if you download this app," and like the app was called like Blitz or something, or like it was like Cash Out. I can't remember what it was called. But he was like, "You download this app and like you say that like I referred you to the app. We'll both get $100." And he's like, then a quote of his is like, why would this be bullshit? Like, why would I try to like fuck you over when I'm doing it too? Like, why would I be fucking over myself? And I'm like, dude, you have been fucking over yourself for your whole life, it seems. Like, you're asking me for 25 cents to spend your last $80 to go to the Bob Marley experience. I don't think I'm going to be taking financial advice from you about this this
Yeah.
Blitz app where I'm going to get a free $100 out of nowhere.
Wasn't he using his pants as like a reference to how
Oh,
trustworthy
yeah,
he
yeah,
was?
yeah. He goes, man, you can trust me. Look at my pants. And then his pants are these ripped jeans that have like fake dollar bills like over the rips, you know. And I guess it's some commentary like, oh, like it's ripped jeans, but I'm rolling in it, you know. Like I'm rolling around in so much money, you know,
Yeah.
that I buy these ripped jeans that have money on them.
Look, I'm taking a look at these
Yeah,
pants.
take a look at those pants. You can go to his Instagram if you need a more clear pic. I don't know if the pants will be in the Instagram
They're hundreds too.
now. What's that? Yeah, they're sort of.
They're hundreds.
Oh yeah, they're hundreds, baby. I mean, fake hundreds, but.
What if they were real?
That would be wait. That would be next level.
Kind of on brand for him though.
Wait, I should have said that, dude. That would be so funny if they're real. They do look sort of real. Fucking $100 bills, just like they're like occupy. They're like under the rips, so it's almost like I don't even know, dude. But anyway, sleazeball. He was like, "Where you going? Where you going?" I'm like, "Oh, I gotta record this thing." And he's like, "What are you recording?" I'm like, "It's a
You
podcast."
brought him. You
Yeah,
should
I
have
know.
brought him.
Well,
back.
dude, he wanted me to. He was asking me to come.
Seriously?
We can have him on next time. We can Zoom him. I'm not bringing him into my house, dude. That
Yeah,
guy's a fucking
yeah.
weirdo.
Definitely.
He's
do
like
that.
the
By the
devil,
way,
but we can have him on next time.
your on-air sign looks great.
I know, isn't it perfect? It's perfectly
Yeah,
framed.
did you tack it onto the wall?
Tacked
Like,
it onto
did
the
you
wall,
use
baby. Yeah.
nails?
It's like they're like really like skinny nails. It doesn't take much, but yeah, it's like these little hook things that you like. Tiny nails.
It's perfect. It's-
No, I'm loving it too. Yeah, the on-air sign. So let's check out 73 questions with Cole Sprouse.
Wait, before you press play, do you have any predictions?
I'm predicting he asks to light at least one cigarette, if not a
Good
little
one.
bit of meth. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think he will. It's cheating because I know he's wearing a scarf, but I think he will like fling the scarf around his neck in like some dramatic way. What-
Okay, these are
okay.
good. I'm gonna say
Yeah. What
He's gonna-
predictions do you have?
he's gonna get either show off or get
Mhm.
really deep into a discussion about cameras
Mm-hmm.
and photography,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and he is going to make an ironic comment about his time at Disney.
Oh yeah, yeah. There'll be some irony, heavy irony. I think those are good predictions. All right, we'll see. Let's
He's
see.
gonna make fun of himself.
He'll do a little self-ribbing. I mean, look, we talked about this. Cole Sprouse is not the worst guy in the world, but it is funny
No.
to clown on him a little bit. All right.
Chairman suite. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Vogue.
Oh,
Cole.
Okay, I was already wrong. It's not a scarf. It's a fucking bandana tied tightly around his neck.
He's dressed just like the crazy guy from Heathers.
Yeah, he
Christian
is. Yeah, yeah. Christian Slater's fucking creepy ass character. Look at this like pencil pirate mustache he's rocking. I love it. All right,
Welcome. Joseph, please.
Why,
Joseph.
thank you very much. You know, this 73 Questions interview was so worth it to me that I flew all the way to Vancouver to be here with you.
I know, and I figured you were probably going to be pretty hungry, so I decided to cook you up a little finger food.
Well, I just happen to be very hungry
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
You like tomatoes? You like garlic?
This is
All
not
of the above.
finger food.
Your breath's going to stink, but I guarantee you, you'll love it.
Although actually, it might
So what are you making here?
This is just a little finger food for Joseph. And then I'm cooking up a carbonara. Carbonara for later. You don't get any of that.
That sounds
Specific food, dude. What are you making? Like finger food?
just a little finger food. It doesn't have human fingers in it.
Little finger food.
It's a finger food. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with this apartment. Where do you think this is? This is New York, obviously.
Vancouver, he said.
What? No, the guy flew from Vancouver, right? Cole
Oh,
Sprouse lived in.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, because remember he did this video. I mean, we really are the Cole Sprouse historians, but remember he did the
Yeah,
video
right.
of him. Okay.
New York.
In New York, like finding like urban exploring, and he like climbed over a fence and drank a $10
Yeah.
coffee on the bank of the Hudson River. Okay.
delicious. Is this an old family recipe?
Yes, but I will be cooking this after our interview because I don't think you guys want to watch me go through all of this.
So he's
Cole,
boiling
what would you
the
say
water
is the
now?
key to a good dish?
Probably the attention to detail, no?
Or maybe it's simmering
agree.
some sauce.
Do you have an ultimate favorite recipe of all time?
Probably this carbonara. I make it really traditional in the Roman style. Pecorino, guanciale, which is important. You can use pancetta, but I like big, thick cuts of guanciale.
Guanciale. Sounds so romantic.
If you say so, Joseph.
Do you consider yourself a romantic?
Only when Vogue shows up.
Only when I tie this bandana around my neck. Is this a look? Is this a thing?
All right, I'm going to a party tonight. Should I
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah, I think you
Tie a
should tie your bandana around your neck. Right? I mean,
you can get who your real friends are because your real friends will clown on you immediately and be like,
Yeah.
please take it off."
please, God, take that. What do you think Dylan would have to say about this?
Oh man, I would love to see just be a fly on the wall for that.
Dylan coming in like, dude, grow some nuts. He's running his own like
Trying to get him to work in
whiskey.
a meadery with him, get a real job.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, get a real job, run a meadery. I mean, they're both they're both a little extra. I mean, but that's what, fair enough. You know, you're a Disney star when you're
Hey
a
man,
little
I
kid.
love the meadery. The
We
meadery
sort of-
lifestyle.
The meadery lifestyle. Look, I'm jealous. This is where all this is coming from.
Yeah.
No, I know. Let's get into it. Let's see how jealous we can become.
And I have to flex on the internet.
No one's complaining. And what's the most romantic gesture that you've ever done?
I'm like a road trip guy. I like the big, grand, sweeping vistas.
And are you into camping
What?
or hotels?
Camping for sure.
Okay, and what's the most romantic?
This should be called 73 Lies with Vogue. Dude, people just say whatever the fuck. Right? Oh, camping.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, Cole Sprouse is really, I'm sure. Well, you know, I don't want to assume anything, but he's wearing a fucking bandana around his neck, and he doesn't eat pancetta. He eats chomanga or whatever because because it's not the same. Is he really a bigger camping guy than hotel guy? Oh, I really
Dude,
don't do pancetta, but camping, on the other hand.
Yeah, I got my gormaggio cheese with me when I camp.
Yeah, to do it the real Italian way, you need gormaggio cheese, but also camping, it's hard to find gormaggio, you know?
He brings a Sherpa just for all his like Italian cookware.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
ever
He has
seen
a
the-
third guy.
With Kendall Jenner, they just the one part where they ask her what her spirit animal is, and she goes, Tupac Shakur. And yeah, and everybody was like, "What the?"
That's hilarious. Oh my god! All right, should we get back into this?
Let's get back into it. Yeah.
Gesture that's ever been done for you?
My heart is attached to my stomach, so Any cooked meal, any family recipe, that's the way to my heart.
You hear that, ladies? So Cole, Vancouver is stunning. Are you enjoying it here?
When the sun is out, it is
Oh,
the
it
most
is
beautiful city.
It is Vancouver.
They might film
I'm sorry.
Riverdale there.
Oh, right. He's in Riverdale. Yeah, they probably do.
City on earth, truly.
And I'm happy to see that you're being taken care of so nicely here.
Well,
Snarky ass fucking Vogue guy.
I wanted to impress you, Joe.
Ah, no need for that. But it does seem like some
Whoa.
other people are going to be thoroughly impressed with your
fucking sick.
culinary presentation.
The thing is, it's in Canada, so this probably costs like $73 a month, you know?
Like
Wait,
that?
Snoop Dogg.
Consummate
Yeah. Yeah, White Snoop could live here even.
hospitality.
This is for all my imaginary friends. And maybe you.
I feel honored. I wouldn't expect anything less from someone staying in the chairman suite.
I know. Just really living the sweet life, aren't you, Cole? It's just
Oh,
never
God
escape.
damn it. Wait, Jake, you got it. Wait,
you,
did you
you.
say that? Did you? Was
Yeah.
that in your bingo
And
card?
you make a snarky reference about his time at Disney.
Oh
what
my
else?
god, dude, you were a nail
Look
on
at
the
the
head. Look at
camera.
that little face, dude. That's like his little Disney face. Oh my god, just living the sweet life, aren't we? Good one, Cole. Good one.
This guy watched Heathers like one too many times.
Yeah, like maybe 15 too many times with that, like with the Clockwork Orange like eye pins keeping his eyes open. Okay.
It's a good one, Cole. I see what you did there. So who is this chairman?
This guy sucks. And it's a good one, Cole. I see what you did there. So who's the chairman of the?
And what did you do with him?
Don't worry about it. I'm blackmailing him, but we don't gotta mention his name on camera. Legal reasons, you know, big
Oh,
disputes.
certainly, certainly. Now, can I ask you some questions about your childhood?
Jeez. Okay. A little family therapy again, Joe. Let's go.
Exactly. So what's something that most people don't know about being a child star?
It's very competitive. It's a very competitive arena.
And do you have any personal anecdotes about that?
Well, just so happened my direct competition was my identical twin brother, but we were eating off the same table, so, you know, same team.
Do you ever
Identical twin brother, but we were eating off the same table, so, you know, same team.
do you ever go back and watch old episodes of The Sweet Life?
When I'm drunk or feeling really narcissistic, yeah.
All right. He's likable.
And what's been your own biggest personal takeaway from traveling?
Probably my palate.
Of course, you're such a foodie. What's the craziest dish you've ever eaten?
I like the bugs, man. I'll
Lie. I mean, come on. I mean, look, I don't want to, you know. This is like the hotel comment. Bugs are my favorite of all the foodie. Like, this guy's been to Rome and had like fucking margarita pizza. You know, bugs are my
Okay.
favorite.
Yeah, he's like on the side of the road in a tent eating bugs in his free time.
I know, literally. I mean, come on.
say it. I think we should all be eating a lot more bugs.
Would you cook a bug?
I would cook a bug and eat the bug.
What bug would you cook?
Crickets, beetles. There's tons of them. It's the most diverse species on Earth.
The most diverse species on, but are you cooking them? That's the real question. It's not would you. It's like, yeah, I would do it. It's like, are you? Well, this folk is being nice to the poor guy.
And they're probably all delicious.
Maybe this is your next favorite recipe.
Yeah, I'll stick to the carbonara for now.
Yeah,
What's the most
exactly.
memorable place that you visited?
Japan, certainly.
If I were going to go there, what city should I visit?
I'd say Kyoto and Fantastic Fours. But the one that is closest to me is Avengers 500.
And speaking of old, you worked in archaeology after graduation. Is that right?
Great segue, Joe.
Speaking of old, that was a
like-
hilarious segue.
Your interest in archaeology.
My grandpa was a geologist, and it was a discipline that combined a lot of my mutual interests.
Did you discover anything particularly interesting?
Oh yeah, some spooky stuff too. I found an old ceramic theatrical mask of Dionysus in Bulgaria, a little Hellenistic settlement.
Wow, that's spooky. I would have freaked out. What a special experience.
What?
It's like he's talking to a child. Like,
I know.
"Ooh, wow, spooky. I couldn't handle that."
Yeah, I don't understand, dude. What is this? Like, is he a AI or something that was sent by Vogue to come interview? Wow, spooky. I couldn't have handled that, but it's like it wasn't spooky at all. It was cool.
It's kind of condescending.
It's extreme. Yeah, you're right.
It's
It is like a little child. It's like very strange.
He said something very cool. He discovered and made an archaeological find.
Which connects to his like destiny as an actor. Like he was this child acting star, and like Dionysus is the god of theater. They found this like mask in Bulgaria on an archaeology dig. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very cool.
And then the Vogue interviewer's like, "Wow, spooky. That would have really scared me. Who is your dad's favorite child?" You know.
Okay, Reese, I got something prepared for right after this video
Okay.
too.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to wake up from the fever dream, I think.
So how does it feel to unearth major parts of history?
A lot more special than Take 3 on a long-running production.
Pretend like I don't know what that means. So what exactly happens on an archaeological dig?
Not Indiana Jones, that's for sure.
Is he saying this is
A lot
the
of
third take?
What's up?
Is he saying this is the third take of this interview?
Oh, is that what he's saying?
Yeah, go back a little bit because I think they try to do this to make it look like natural in one shot, but obviously, like they probably
yeah,
do
they
it
have tons of takes and shit. Yeah.
I would have freaked out. What a special experience.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to wake up from the fever dream, I think.
So how does it feel to unearth major parts of history?
A lot more special than Take 3 on a long-running production.
Imagine you get to the 70-second question and fuck up.
That is so funny, bro. He's a roasting. He hates these Vogue people, and I do too. So I'm with. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like, Cole Sprouse, not the most unlikable guy.
No, he's not at all.
Pretend like I don't know what that means. So what exactly happens on an archaeological dig?
Not Indiana Jones, that's for sure. A lot of you digging over a trench of dirt with a toothbrush.
Would you play Indiana Jones if offered the role?
It's a hard act to follow, but I think I can put on some muscle.
Do you ever see yourself returning to the field?
I do, eventually. I got some other milestones I have to hit first.
Priorities. Now, you started a super fun Instagram account called Camera Duels. What was the inspiration there?
Rage.
Of course, the best inspiration. Has anyone ever commented on those photos and said, "Hey, that's me"?
I get reached out to almost every single photo I post.
And what's the weirdest place someone ever tried to take a photo of you?
The bathroom. Yeah.
What?
I wasn't in the stall. It was just at the sinks, but
Ah, okay.
still a little vulnerable, you know?
Do you think you'll ever get used to the fact that strangers take photos of you?
Not in the bathroom.
And how's this for another classic segue? This shower looks amazing.
Yup.
And it leads me to ask the most important question of this interview. How many shower heads is too many shower heads?
Depends on the stench, Joe.
Of course. Cole, you talk a lot about preserving your mental health. What are some non-negotiable things that you do to help make that happen for yourself?
Oh, I stay off the internet.
I think we should all stay off of the internet.
I think so.
So why is it so important for you to be open
Come
and
on.
vulnerable
They can
about your mental health?
With that Urban Outfitters ass Polaroid.
Oh, I know. Yeah, no, yeah. Where'd you get that thing, bro? At the fucking Hello Kitty store.
I mean, I love those cameras, but he's really driving home the photography thing.
No, and he's taking a picture during his interview. Like, what are you taking a picture of? Is that a good picture? Are you focused on that picture? Like, just look at the look. He is. I can feel the sense of like, get the fuck out of my house. You know, like.
Yeah.
But this look, it's pretty hilarious.
Mental health.
Let my family and friends know how I'm doing.
It's very important. So Cole, do you journal?
Every day, right to my therapist.
Can you tell me one thing that you've learned about yourself recently?
I'm a bit of an emotional sponge. I absorb others' energies.
Okay, and what kind of...
What kind of therapist is this? You know what, Cole? You're really just an emotional sponge. Like, what kind? Isn't therapy supposed to be like clinical? Like, you absorb other people's energies. Like, I feel like this.
People, like the new thing where people are like, I'm an empath. So when other people are really upset, I feel it just as much. I feel like I'm suffering as well.
I feel it just as much. I mean, I don't know what therapy is like for everyone, so you know, maybe that's maybe that's what they tell you. You're an empath.
And what would you say draws you to a script or character?
I guess the humanity. The paycheck, baby.
That helps.
He's been like alluding to that this whole interview. He's like, I like the way that I can see how a product is sold after it has a fan base and a follow, you know.
Do you tend to stay in character in between takes?
Try to.
Cole, is that Polaroid ready?
Well, yes, it is, Joe.
Well, let's see. Come on.
Let it develop a little more, okay?
Okay. Let's see, and looks good. Can I keep it?
You can keep it.
It looks like shit.
A little more, okay?
Okay.
Hey, looks
See,
good,
and
buddy.
looks
Like
good.
The
most
picture I
patronizing.
ever took when I accidentally pressed the button. Like,
Yeah, it's like the worst picture ever. Well,
okay,
whatever. So anyway, he is a financial auditor, and he sort of like an amateur one. He does this like YouTube channel, and he has guests on that are like hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt by the time they're like 24. You know, they just got like car loans and maxed out credit cards and like 500 credit scores and like things like that. Right. And he basically roasts the shit out of them to try to get them to get their turn their life around and be more financially responsible and stuff. You know, he's like, cut up the credit cards, all this shit, whatever. And then he does, if they're willing to like do that, he gives them a plan of like how to get out of the debt. And he's like, for 1.5 years, you're going to be eating ramen noodles for every meal, but then you'll be out of this, right? So it's like there is some, it's like he's like doing it in good faith, right? But then he comes out with this video, and the title is "E-Girl is going to die in poverty." And so something tells me this girl is just gonna be like on another level, but I hope this is the right spot, but she just goes absolutely insane.
Death? Exactly. So you're losing all this in interest. So why are we?
I am.
Oh, you're getting me. Okay, you're getting me immediately.
Okay.
Give yourself
I'm
a
sorry.
score, 0 out of 10.
Okay, my score is 1 right now, but
Is it like a score of 1 to 10, like how financially like fucked you are, essentially? Like 0 being completely fucked and 10 being like, you know, you've got a 401k that you're maxing out every year.
right. So she's in dire situation.
Yeah, but listen to what she says. She goes,
Give me immediately.
okay.
Give yourself
I'm
a
sorry.
score, 0 out of 10.
Okay, my score is 1 right now, but sometimes I can be an 8. But right now I'm 1. Maybe not 8. No, yeah, 8. Yeah, because I paid. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Tell me something right now.
In the beginning of 2022, my credit score was 760.
That doesn't necessarily mean your finances were good, though.
But they were.
Okay.
But now I'm
Wait,
chilling
I
at
have a-
high 500.
I know what an e-girl is, but like, what is her?
her
Is she
actual,
like
her actual job is she's a Twitch streamer, and she does like, I don't know, some sort of like just chatting stream, and we can actually see how much she makes. It's kind of
Just
interesting.
growing from there. Her link tree is in the description below.
So
for the
income
Do
is
6,000.
4 to
6,
6K
so that's
per
like
month.
livable. We're living off of content creation.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, that's more than livable. That's fantastic.
Mhm.
And okay, well, how do you feel living off of that and creating content and all that stuff?
I feel good. I wish that my money came from YouTube more than it did on platforms that like require my subscribers to pay out of pocket, like Twitch and stuff.
This one is
Because if it was
called-
YouTube, they just gotta watch a couple
The
ads.
subheading for this portion of the video is called "What a Mess."
Payment first of all, because I have a membership.
Monthly payment, my
It
I'm
is.
scared. This part's called "I'm scared for you."
Jesus.
Will you actually pay your taxes?
To file my taxes in the future, because now I'm ready for 2023 taxes.
yeah.
Maybe not ready to pay them, but I'm ready to do them.
So it's $4,000 before your business.
She goes, "I'm not ready to."
I'm assuming.
It only matters if you file your taxes.
Well, I do the work to file my taxes in the future, because now I'm ready for 2023 taxes.
Yeah.
Maybe not ready to pay them, but I'm ready to do them.
What does that
So
mean?
it's $4,000 before your business stuff. Add your business.
What? How? Oh, because of taxes. I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, or else you're just
Sorry.
gonna get f***ed in the future.
But here's the thing: I can always make more money. Like, listen to me.
Wait,
Look at his face. This is like her justification the whole time. It's like, well, I'm just gonna make more money.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Adderall shortage is a thing. But we're gonna-
She's gonna make more money when the Adderall shortage ends. What are you talking about?
Then she can stream for like 24/7.
Yeah, I think that's what she's implying. E-girl is going to die in poverty.
go past that. I've been slacking right now, so I've been making the lesser amount of.
What do you think you can make?
I
On
can make
average?
6,000.
So you can make an extra 1,000. So that's it.
I can make more, hypothetically, but on average, I can make 6,000.
Well, we're doing 5,000
There's
right now
some
to be
months
generous.
in my career where I made 10,000 a month.
I know, and then there's some months where it's much less. So we're
Yeah.
doing the average. So with your business, it's 5,000. So okay, let's just say you have an extra $1,000. Okay, extra $1,000 because you need to ramp things up because you have no other choice because you have a lot of terrible.
What's that?
He's trying to explain averages to her.
Oh, I know. It gets even worse. Maybe we should just jump to a random part of "I'm scared for you" and then be done.
I would like to say mental illness, but that's just a joke.
That's just
But
a joke.
it is probably very impulsive, and that is a problem. But I'm in therapy,
Good.
and I
As
talked to my
everyone should be.
therapist about this.
About this specifically?
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Because one time I had a really bad incident where I thought the world was ending, and I spent $500 at HEB.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that is definitely
ATV.
something we'd want
I
to see.
think it's a grocery store, like a. I mean, okay. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but maybe she does have a bit of mental illness here. God. She's like a hoarding or whatever, prepping, doomsday prepping.
The therapist about.
But I'll tell you what,
Tell me what.
a lot of my financial things are from traveling because my parents
Oh, right,
are
we don't
far
have to
away,
know all this.
Michigan, yeah.
and
I get it. My
my
fam's in Michigan, too.
roommates' parents are in California.
Wow.
My roommate's parents. What is that?
What does this matter? Why does this matter at all?
I don't know. It's really dumb. But anyway, that's all I had for E-girl's going to die in poverty.
Yeah, it's just a crazy title.
I know, it's a hilarious title. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining us
Yeah,
on
thanks.
Ramblings. We'll get this
Yeah,
out
this was kind of a all over the place
all over
episode.
the place
We-
episode, but I think we'll get something out of this. Rock on, Jake. Rock on, bro. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go to the Bob Marley experience. Spend our last $80.
Yeah, I'm 59 cents short. So what's that? A quarter?
Yeah, that's about a quarter. Don't worry. All right, everybody. Peace.
Peace.